Well, good morning, everybody. This morning I'm going to be reading from Matthew 7, and this is verse 13. And it's considering the only way to God, the only way to get to eternal life with God in heaven one day. Jesus spoke, he was giving an example of how travelers would come into the gates of cities, and there was a small hole at the bottom of the gate called the eye of the needle. And when travelers came in, the people could get in through the gate, but yet the camel, they had to check the load to make sure it was fine. And the camel would have to bend down and get through the gate, this small, narrow hole opening in the gate, the eye of the needle, in order to come through. So all the packaging and things could be checked. And it was a very difficult thing to do. So what Jesus is saying here is that it's very difficult. It's a hard road to eternal life. We have to make choices. And he would say this, he would say, you have to enter through the narrow gate. There's many people, and that's Matthew 7:13. Enter through the narrow gate. There are many choices out there today for us as far as belief systems are concerned. But there is only one way that will get you to eternal life through to God in heaven. And that is through Jesus Christ, through his sacrifice on the cross, his rising from the dead, his overcoming death, hell, and the grave. That's the only way. Jesus said, the only way to the Father is through me. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. Again, there are many options out there that people believe in, but the only one true way is through Christ, the eternal God who became flesh for us, lived a sinless life, died on the cross, rose from the dead, went back to heaven. Now he's securing a place for us. And we merely need to place our trust in him and in him alone. I reference it a lot. The old song when I was growing up, Highway to Hell. And there's two songs, Highway to Hell and Stairway to Heaven. And if you think about that in our society today, as we travel highways and roadways, it's crazy to drive every day. It is really a highway through hell, if you would. People in and out of traffic, darting in and out, riding up on the shoulders, cutting in and out of traffic. We could get motorcycles flying through the traffic, going in between cars all the time. It is dangerous, but it's fast, it's furious, as the movies say, and it's crazy. But it's a slippery, quick, fast, dangerous road. As we live a life without Christ, it is a highway to hell. It's fast, it's wide, it's sometimes fun, it's crazy, it's challenging, but it's dangerous, and it's nothing but death awaiting us. This is as our walk as a Christian. That's where everyone else is going, through that 5-lane highway, fast as they can, destination hell. But for us, it's a stairway to heaven. I heard it said that, how we climb up the rough side of the mountain. And it is difficult as a Christian to make those choices in life to follow Christ. But one time the old lady said, well, if the mountain was smooth, you wouldn't be able to climb up it, right? You would just slip right on down. So we have those jagged edges. We have those rocks that we have to grab hold of and climb onto. And that stairway to heaven can be slow and trotting sometimes. It can be difficult. It's tiring. But yet when we look up, we see Christ awaiting us. We have to put that in our minds. We have to see him awaiting us as we climb, as we make those difficult decisions to follow him, as we face some potholes in the road along the way. He's always there waiting for us to help us along the way, to give us a hand, to pull us up. So trust him today. He is the only way. Don't enter the wide way. Don't enter the wide open gate that's full of tricks and full of disaster. Enter the narrow gate. Make the hard choices now. So when we stand before Christ, it'll be said to us, well done, good and faithful servant. Welcome home. Enjoy your rest. Enjoy your eternity with me. That's what I'm looking forward to. So as I struggle, as we struggle, just keep that in mind and encourage one another. It's okay. We might be struggling now, but the goal is Christ and eternity. God bless you today. Lord willing, if you have any prayers, requests, you'll let me know. Pray for me as we go through this week. Today is See You at the Pole Day at our schools. Students and families and teachers will be gathering worldwide around the pole, around the flagpoles in front of their schools, letting people know publicly who we trust and in whom we put our trust, and that's in Jesus alone. So join me today in prayer. We'll be praying at 7:30 in the morning at our school, wherever you are today, even if it's at work. Gather around the pole, be bold and be proud and be public about your faith today, and pray for our community, for our families, for our schools, for our businesses, and our nation in this upcoming election especially. So God bless you today. Be in prayer. Talk to you soon.